Sweetie pie. Men can have babies their whole life, sweetie. MZ, here we go. So we do have the shorts feed that is opening at this moment. Okie dokie. MZ, let's go for it. You're gonna poof on over? Poof poof. Go for it. Poof away. Okay, here we go. Hey, non, 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 je vais tout expliquer tantôt. Bye bye. Oh, bye, hello. Sorry, that's the daughter. That is not mine. That's always at my house. She, hasn't seen me much. Alrighty, so let's go on CMZ. MZ, what do we have? Oui, mais tu utilises les napperons, puis tout le truc pas sur la nappe. Okay? Bye bye. Alrighty, hold on. I'm opening on up. Kimmy Gibbler, Kimmy, what are you talking? What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Okay, so the first one's going to be over here, and then I have the other one. So let's go and start up over here. Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful patience. I do have MZ followed up by Love Shine. Then we're going to go and see Cherry. And I also have, well, that's it. Yes. Alrighty. No, still not yet, right? He will, my love. He will, I promise you. Just give him a little bit of time. He will, from here to the time that you go to bed, he shall, I promise you. So what is he up to over here? Mm-hmm. Oh, is that what it is? I used to watch Full House too. I had no idea the name was Kimmy Gibb. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. She's actually quite sweet. And she actually, yeah. She is. I guess we all need one of those annoying neighbors, don't we? We kind of love them in a way. All right, MZ, sorry, replying to Hwanson. So, the moon popping on through, followed out by the devil. Sweetie Pie, he's not doing anything that he's not supposed to do. You have our Queen of Pentacles where he is actually thinking of you. I do have over here also the moon, but the moon is into the reverse position. So I'm basically going to have to say over here, Sweetie Pie, that we are into a place where he is thinking about you, where he loves you, where he desires you, but he's keeping a little bit of everything inside. He's going to reach out to you by tonight. As for your message, he's glad that you did reach on out. He's glad that you are, sending him out a message. He feels like it is important altogether. I am getting the moon popping on through and also the devil. So, Sweetie Pie, he's not feeling into a sexual way, but that we had already kind of discussed. I told you that's not necessarily the way that he's going tonight into his energy. But the point being is that we do have our moon and our queen. The moon seems to want to reveal. We want to reveal. We want to talk. We want to open on up. I just kind of feel like he's not doing it yet. So give him a little bit more time and he shall do it. As for the actual sending of the message and the message, he's quite content with it, sweetie. He's content just by the fact that you have sent something out towards him. It didn't really matter what it was that you were going to say. The fact that you sent him a message, that you're thinking about him, is all he really actually cared about. So he's quite happy about that. Yes. I'm gonna go and see that. Yes, I'm gonna go and see why that energy just kind of popped on through, right? Sometimes you're right. Sometimes we kind of want things maybe a little bit too much. We work onto things a little bit too much. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and see. Let me just go see if you're okay with the other question altogether also. And that's it. But that's it. He's happy that you reached out. That's all. He didn't need anything else. He didn't want anything else. That's all he really wanted. That's it. It was a good move to reach on out today. It was absolutely perfect. Thank you, Jean, for the beautiful hearts, sweetie. Love Shine, just by the way, I just want to go and see if your questions are there. I don't necessarily see your questions, but I see you chit-chatting. So I will go read what you're writing, but if you want to post your questions into the meanwhile, you definitely can. All right? Alrighty. Into the meanwhile, let's continue on and let's go and see what's going on because of this juju and the energy and the shift and all that stuff. Okay. All right, here's your answer, sweetie. The shift in the energy is actually a combination, two factors, anxiety and focus onto the situation, as well as what's going on with them. So if you want, three factors. When you become a little bit anxious or there's like obsession thoughts, maybe coming from you, maybe coming from him, over something, sometimes the tension just kind of amplifies different type of emotions. And I feel like that could actually quite contribute to the shift of energy. I'm going to say that, however, M is also dealing with his own internal conflicts. And we did see that earlier also, how he's still working onto it. He's still moving on forward towards it, but he's still working onto it. So he has his own little conflicts that are within him. But I feel as though he is navigating through them. And he's navigating through them quite well while being with you. But sometimes he needs a little bit more time. As for the juju that is kind of, going around, it does definitely kind of, build itself up a little bit and then kind of goes back down. But I'm definitely going to have to say over here, I just feel like it's not necessarily because of that. I really feel like it is more, it is him, it's unresolved feelings, it's internal dynamics, it's him, it's his emotions. And I know that into that you kind of feel like, ooh, you feel a little bit left alone. You feel, I'm not going to say disrespected, but maybe a little bit left alone into this. But what's important to know is that the energy between you guys is intensifying. But you're both subconsciously influencing each other's reactions at this moment. So if you focus onto, oh my God, I'm so obsessed and what's going on, da, 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 and he kind of does it also, that's just going to elevate that anxiety. You're going to bring it up to a level where everybody's just kind of hiding from one another because there's too much going on and you're not even actually going to realize it. So it's important to at least kind of have a little bit of that lever that brings things to a normal equality, if you will. So we need to have a positive, but we need to have some negative too. If you've got too much positive, you've got too much expectations also. It's a completely different thing. We need to find ourselves somewhere into the in-between. So it's going to be important at this moment, since we know that he's already into his feelings, he's already into his emotions, and he's working onto it. The fact that your emotions kind of come on in, they're just amplifying things. So we need to relieve his stress and your stress so that communication comes on in and goes back into a flowing kind of an area, basically what it is. So what I'm going to say is it's going to be important to clear your mind, to refocus on self-care. And we're going to give a little bit of space to M so he can work through his energy, his issues, so he can help balance the energy moving on forward. Also, I've said a lot of things. Hopefully it all makes sense. Yes, that's it. It is definitely. Regina, good for you, sweetie pie. Good for you. I am wishing you the most beautiful outcome with that, sweetie pie. So, needless to say, if I ask you how you're doing, Regina, you're going to say you're doing pretty good, but a little bit anxious, a little bit stressed. Come back and definitely let us know how that goes, sweetie. It's not easy. It's not easy because the anxiety comes on in and that becomes kind of stressful. And then one just kind of pushes the other one through, right? Yeah, it's going to be important to do that, my love, but you've got this. I said, yes, you still need to be a little, yes, we do. Yes, we do, to keep the balance. That's exactly what I was just even saying. What do you need to be careful about? That's exactly what I just answered. Without necessarily even knowing, it's exactly what it is. Thank you, my love. I'm doing good, sweetie. Okay. Thank you, my beautiful love shine, for posting, sweetie. Okay, let me just go right over here and see what is happening into the other question. Ah, oh, such a tiny, sweet little question. Okay, okay. Okay, King of Swords, Eight of Wands, followed out by our beautiful Empress. Sweetie, are we being nice and loyal? We are. Look at that. Our King Humpty Dumpty is here onto his own crown. He is thinking about you. He is wondering about you, but things are not necessarily going all that quickly, but they are moving on forward. And look at that, our beautiful Empress over here. She's over here, but there's nothing all that much that is happening around her. Nothing really happening around our Mr. King, neither, my sweet love. So, beautiful? No, he's looking at his own present situation, making it the very best that he can for him, for himself, and wanting changes into his life. So, is he allowing anybody on in? He's not. He's guarding his kingdom, my sweet love, and his kingdom is composed with you. So you are good. Is he being loyal? Does he have eyes only for you? He absolutely does. And I will give you more messages before I do let you go too, sweet one. Yes, yes. Let me kind of peek at it, okay? Let me peek at it. Just 1 second. Okay. Because we are Thursday, I do not believe you're going to be seeing him Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Probably by next Tuesday. Well, there you go, Cherry. Nice to see you, love. So let me go and peek at it before I give you the messages. That's what I'm doing. All right, so as for this week, and I'm going to say no, I am seeing over here within, well, the following 2 weeks, we do know. So the cards are saying within the following 2 weeks. I'm saying yes within the following 2 weeks, but I'm going to tell you somewhere around Tuesday or Wednesday. You will be talking to him before that, but by Tuesday or Wednesday, you should be able to actually spend some time with him, which is what we ultimately really, really want. Messages. You are always onto my mind, even into the silence. My heart finds peace when I am with you. Loving you feels like I'm coming home. You make everything into my world brighter, just being into it. And I may not say it enough, but you mean the world to me. Well, the cards say within. Yeah. The cards say within the following 2 weeks. I say next week. Yes. Why are you not seeing each other until this weekend? Simply because he's not up to it. I see him over here being a little bit into his own hermit mode. I'm going to say he's probably not going out all that much, probably not doing all that much altogether. So I'm going to say no, he's staying at home, but there's also something that seems to be a little bit kind of bothering him. It's like he's a little bit sad about something, but it's almost like he's got melancholy, but doesn't quite know where the melancholy is actually coming from, which is interesting. Hi, Carrie. Nice to see you, sweetie. What happened to his mom? Do you know when that happened? Do you know around what month? Or if anything specific has happened at this time for him into the past? I'm going to move on forward into the meanwhile over here. Just 1 second. All right, hold on. Alrighty. Just 1 second. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing? But could be his friend E who... Oh, that could be. Something's happening to make him kind of feel a little bit isolated and a little bit sad. Yeah. Okay, let me go see. I am getting some nightmares. I am getting some sadness. I am getting the end of a path. I'm not necessarily going to say that it is an ending of someone's own life, but I will definitely say that there's an ending that was happening, and it could very strongly be that person itself, sweetie. Yeah, no, that's okay. I saw it wasn't Emily. Yeah. So I'm going to say very strongly, possibly a yes, my love. Yeah. This has nothing to do with why, because there's a sadness, and there's like a stress that comes from it, like nightmares or bad thoughts or bad ideas that are coming from it. And why does not bring any bad thoughts or bad ideas. And this has to do with the past, but the past that has ended because our chariot has stopped its progress. But I don't necessarily see that it's related to somebody who, unalived themselves or anything of the such. I don't see that part. It doesn't mean it's not there. Perhaps I'm just not seeing it, but there's something of the such, yes. Let me go and see. Oh no, you can go for a quick one, beautiful Elaine. Quick one, sweetie. Yeah, let me go and see. No, has nothing to do with K. Nothing to do with K. Knight of Cups, reverse position. Lovers, reverse. Nothing to do with K. We're good, sweetie. I'm going to say this either has to do with his mom or maybe what happened to his friend a little while ago, sweet one. Elaine, you can post. I'm going to answer you right after our beautiful Love Shine, okay? So let's go for Love Shine, and Love Shine is going to be at 38 minutes, sweetie pie. So what happened over here? I'm going to go and read first. Just give me one brief second. Okie dokie. Hi, everybody who is into the shorts feed. Okay, so MNU spent from 10:30 to 6:30. Well, that is nice. Good for you. And yes, Happy birthday to our beautiful Love Shine. I'm so glad. I knew he was going to be able to make some time for you today, sweetie. Yes. I knew you were going to go for lunch. Perfect. And a road around. Okay. That is so good. I knew he would make time for you, sweetie pie. And he made a lot of time for you. That is nice. Oh, thank you, Jean, for your caramel cappuccino, sweetie. I appreciate it, my love. Okay, just 1 second. I'm looking for your questions, Love Shine. I read. Okay, here you go. What was M's thoughts on your date today, during, and after? So, thoughts on the date today. Happy, feeling internally happy about it, feeling like we are comfortable with it. Getting also our star, also getting over here our Page of Cups. I'm basically going to say over here that this is good, that this is very, very positive. I'm going to say over here that this is about being happy. It's about being hopeful. It's about holding on to you. It's about, I'm going to say, complete and heart fulfillment. It's not about dreams coming on true, because dreams coming on true, then he wouldn't have all, the responsibilities that he has and everything as such. He would really just be with you and there would be nothing else. But it's definitely feeling complete, feeling whole, feeling happy, and feeling happy that he was able to spend that time with you, that he was able to make this day special for you at the very same time. Not just for you, but for him also. It was important for him to spend that time with you. So I'm going to say he had a fantastic time, and he's very, very happy to have done it. So it's not something that he's going to do all that often, because he's not always necessarily able to liberate himself for that long, but very happy he was. His thoughts tonight: one's home until he goes to sleep. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Alrighty. Followed on through by our Seven of Cups and our Two of Cups. All right, sweet love. He's going to bed with his heart filled of love, filled of thoughts, filled of ideas. I feel as though it makes him happy to think that he has done this and that he managed to do this. He knows that he's not able to do it very, very often. I'm basically going to have to say he's going to bed fulfilled. He's going to bed happy. I feel like when he got home, I don't feel like he had any complications at home. I don't see any problems with, wife or kids or anything of the such. I feel like it is nice. I feel like it is peaceful. And I feel like the peaceful evening just kind of goes a little bit perfectly with the beautiful, peaceful day that he has had with you. So he's going to go to bed tonight like a king, thinking about his beautiful queen. Yeah, his thoughts and feelings for you. Thoughts and feelings for you. Let's go like this over here. Thoughts and feelings for you. We're going to go right over here. And let's just go like this over here. Okie dokie. So what do we have? Thoughts and feelings for you. The Sun. Followed out by the 8. The 8. We're getting the 8 of lightning. We're getting some action. Also getting over here some beautiful partnerships. So thoughts and feelings for you. Whatever went wrong at the beginning of the week or last weekend is now repaired, now closed completely. We're getting clarity. We're getting more action. We're having more partnership. This is about beautiful love. It's our Two of Cups. It is beautiful I'm basically going to say that this is a beautiful opening. It is a beautiful partnership that he is looking towards at the very same time. And basically, I'm going to say, fantastic, my love. Honestly, his thoughts and feelings for you are that you are his love, that he wants to spend even more time with you, deepening this relationship, spending more time. He loves to think about you, to hold you into his arms. Every single thing about you, he absolutely loves and adores. Every single day that kind of passes on by, he gets more and more of that clarity, more and more of that foundation altogether. And honestly, he just wants to be able to see you more as time goes on by. And let me give you some messages. Hold on. Alrighty. And let me give you some tarot from M, and let me just go on back down here and put me at the right place. I know you. Now I have your question here, Elaine. You're talking about why. All is good, love. Your question is here. Oh no, yeah, Elaine. Love Shine is always me. Okay, so how did you make him feel? Honestly, you always make him feel like a king. You always give him exactly what it is that he needs when he needs it. And so he absolutely loves it, my beautiful love. Our beautiful Ten of Cups. You make him feel like you feel his heart in so many ways. And when I'm talking about so many ways, you know, we can discuss about those ways into an 18 plus, if you will, tomorrow. But I'm talking about every single way that you can think about it. Honestly, there's not much about you that he would actually change, my sweet one. Okay, and let me give you the tarot. I did not do the tarot. I did not. All right. Okay, in tarot. Messages coming from tarot. You are seen as being over here the queen. You are sweet, you are loving, you are always very practical. You're always there when he needs you and in every single kind of a way. You are there emotionally, you are there physically, you are there into his beautiful heart, into his soul, and into his mind. He wants you to know that he will continue to work very, very hard to spend as much time as he possibly can with you. You are loving beyond words. He has somewhat of codependence towards you, if you will, and he wants you to know that if ever sometimes he acts into a foolish kind of way, or he does things that he is not supposed to, that he is sorry. It's almost like he's saying sorry in advance for things he'll do to the future. Happy birthday, my beautiful Love Shine. Happy birthday, sweetie. Elaine, you wanted to know about why. What is going on with why? No, Kendra, it is not, sweetie pie. You can go through PayPal, my love. It is now pinned, and voila. I'm going to pin that one too. Okay. We're chopped liver? Who's chopped liver? You're chopped liver? Nah, you're not. I mean, liver, some people like liver once. My grandmother used to eat liver. Yeah, she used to make it with my granddad sometimes. And I would go over there and she's like, oh, try. And I had to eat like some of it because that was the time. I would never make any of my kids eat anything they don't want today. Never, ever, 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 ever. But back in the days, They made you eat stuff you didn't want to eat because you had to, because it was good for you. And just because they said you had to, you had to. Oh my God, it was horrific. And I know some people like it, like other things, but it is not my cup of tea. Mm-mm-mm. Oh no, it is. No, no, no. Oh, I know. My dad has tried to make us eat, I don't know how it's called boudin in French. I think it's called a blood sausage in English. It is horrific. Horrific also. That made me ill. Yes, tried it once. Never do it again. No, not yours. Oh, I had to sit at the table and I had to stay there for like an hour every day because I never liked what my parents were giving me to eat. And my dad would always say, after an hour, take 3 bites and you can go. And that's what I would do every day. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, sweetie. Yeah, it's reddish brown. It's reddish brown. Yeah, it's nasty. My grandmother used to, like, I don't know, put it in flour and she used to like cook it with butter. Oh my God. Yeah. So there you go. Let me continue on and go see Elaine. To eat kidney or liver, you cut it in such, that's it, right? Oh my God. I remember, plugging my nose so I don't taste anything. And it's funny because we always had a dog. I could have gave food to the dog, but I don't know why. I never utilized that. Gosh, so gross. Okay, hold on, Elaine. So what has happened is Y doing well right now? You feel like she's not doing quite well. You think she needs closure from you. Now, do you think she needs closure from you, or do you need closure from her? Is this a mirror kind of effect, kind of a thing going on? Yeah, good for you, Love Shine. Hey, congratulations for the spell, sweetie. You did the hair burning and it worked. Good for you, Love Shine. Good for you, sweet one. Okay. You think she needs closure? Okay, let's go see if she needs it. All right, I got you. Let's go see. Yeah, I get you, Carrie. We didn't eat those very bad things very often in my house because my mom didn't like it. So it might have come into our house maybe once a year, but once a year was plenty enough. Oh la la. Mm-hmm. Okay. Till this day, my dad still likes that stuff, but no longer eats it. My mom would probably not allow him to bring it into the house. Not a problem, my beautiful Kendra. Not a problem, sweetie. I'll be with you quite shortly. Not a problem, sweetie. Is your question already there? I know, right? Oh, God, Carrie. Okay, does she necessarily need closure, sweetie? I don't necessarily feel as though she does. I'm getting over here a 4 of Wands. Reverse position. So not a celebratory kind of a movement, not that kind of a place. I feel like the movement is I feel like what was done was done. I feel like the thoughts that we had were there. King of Cups are in reverse position. And I'm also getting over here our 8 of Cups. So I'm going to say that we kind of pass on by. I feel like we have passed through those emotions. I'm not going to say we no longer hold any emotions, but I feel like the door is closed. Sometimes you can have a closed door and think to yourself, you know what, I don't want to be with that person, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. But you can still have a closed door and still kind of feel like, oh, maybe I could have done things a little bit differently. I would never return back, but with a certain perspective, I could have done this, or I could have done that, or, this is what I'm getting from it. So is the door closed? I will say yes. I feel as though she has closed it, and I feel like our 8 of Cups is clearly saying that she has walked on by with our King of Cups. Yeah. Do I have a different name on PayPal? Well, my name on PayPal is Lisa Bejin, which is my actual name, but that's what you get. Yeah. Am I supposed to have a different name? Who's got a different name? If it's not written Lisa Bejin, it's not me. So if you're actually seeing that instead of Romancefull Tarot, then yeah. Yeah, she is. She is. Oh, okay. No, I know. I know that. Yes, it's all good, sweetie. It's all good. That's what you're showing me. I thought you were asking me if somebody was pirating my account or something. And I'm like, no, no, my name is there. It is me. All right, and I do have Kendra over here. It's perfect, sweetie. And I've got your question also. So it is all good. I'm actually going to come and see you right away because you're here. And then I'm going to go and see Susan. My beautiful Cherry, wherever you are at, if you do want to start slowly putting out your questions, you can do that too. So Kendra, let's go and see over here, my love. And you would like to have a timestamp? Absolutely. So timestamp, my pleasure, Elaine. So we're going to put our beautiful Kendra over here at 54:30. Yes, Cherry, seriously. You're kind of hungry. Go eat, my beautiful Elaine. Go eat, sweetie pie. Have yourself cereal or a bowl of yogurt or something. Okay, so I got you. I saw. Should I remain my friendship with? Hey, is that the person that I know, sweetie pie? Is that the G that I know? Just wondering. I'm going to go and see. Actually, you don't even have to answer my question. It changes absolutely nothing for the outcome of the reading. So don't answer. None of my business. Let's go see. Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweet one. Okay, so should you? All right, okay. Because I know somebody by that name that I see often. And it's a particular name, so was just thinking, who knows? Okay, I'm getting over here the world that is popping on through. The world, okay. Ace of Swords flying on through. There seems to be a breakthrough, some type of ideas. There's something that has been off of this relationship, with this friendship for a certain amount of time, I'm going to say. I feel like you guys are a little bit stuck into the rut. Whatever seems to be happening, you need to stand your boundaries with it, okay? Is what I'm going to say. Is this friendship really worth to say we're just going to cut the ties altogether? I'm going to go and get some more information. But for the moment, what I can definitely say is I need you to stand your ground. I need you to set your boundaries and to speak out loud with something. I know that it's not going to be ending right away if that's what you do decide to choose, because there seems to be some type of breakthrough. So some communication about this is going to be happening and is going to be passing on through. I just feel like you guys are stuck within your friendship. You're just stuck, and there's miscommunications that are passing on through. There's a lot of independence. I don't know, there might even be some type of gossiping altogether. Honestly, my sweet love, is this relationship recuperable? It is. I don't want to say that any relationship could not be fixed, but from the point of view that I'm getting at this moment, it would be really difficult to get back to a healthy kind of a place. So I'm going to say, if you really do want to put the effort into it, and your friend wants to put the effort towards it also, and you're actually able to speak about it and come through with new ideas of doing things, coming together, communicating more. I see something having to do with some gossip. If you guys are able to align each other because you want to, then I'll say yes. But it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be complicated, and you guys are not always necessarily going to be trusting each other. So up to you what you want to do or not. Into the cards, to really answer your question, the cards seem to say that it's going to be difficult, that it is most likely better to maybe not continue the relationship. But I like to look at it with the glass half full is the way you say it. So I like to look at it as anything can be fixed with communication and with time. You were friends at some point for a reason. Why did this friendship change? What happened between both of you guys that gave this type of a situation at this moment? If you're willing to look at it, it's like couples, it's like therapy, do it. But if not, then maybe a little bit of a pause could be necessary for both of you guys. You are, right? I know. I can see that because I'm getting it over here with the Hermit. I'm getting some isolation. And you support her still, but there's no receptivity. And that's what it is. It's not going both ways. And that she encouraged you to pursue, but now she's pulling back. She's probably pulling back because maybe she is not necessarily into the same type of agreement. Maybe she's not following on through. Or maybe she feels like it's a little bit one-sided. And I'm not saying that it is, my love. I am not. I know that you're saying that you want to have some support and you don't feel supported. But have you actually said this to her? Because there is a miscommunication here. I don't feel like this person does not want to be your friend, but I do feel like they want to have their own space. So maybe it could just be a good idea for you guys to remain friends, but maybe not friends that talk every week or every 2 weeks. Maybe just kind of catching on up once in a while and trying to repair the relationship as you can. This person does care for you. This person doesn't want to lose the friendship. That is clear. I don't feel like you do, and I don't feel like this person does. But there's definitely some communication issues. And at the same time, I feel like I said, you're feeling a little bit isolated over here. There's some avoidance that is coming on through. Sometimes we feel like there's excessive, I'm going to say, behavior or controlling. You want to move on forward. You want to move on forward is what it is. You want to go after your dreams, and you want your friend to be there and to say, go ahead, do it. You can do it. Congratulations. I know that you can do it. You want to support. And that's what friends are there for also. But maybe this person could be a good part-time friend and not maybe a full-time friend. I know it sounds weird, but hey, sometimes part-time friends are fantastic. Maybe they're often even better friends part-time than they are full-time. Yeah. So my beautiful Kendra, all together, neither one of you have bad intentions. If you do, I say this relationship is probably going to end up not functioning. But if you guys start putting the effort towards it, you can change the final outcome. You could make it happen. Maybe your friendship needs to be tweaked over time. We change, our goals change, we change, and our friendship has to change with it. It can't always be the same. So maybe you guys have hit a little bit of a plateau and we need modifications. Absolutely. Love shines, sweetie. I'm going to second what our beautiful Lilith said. It was beautiful. Let me know, my beautiful Kendra, if there's anything else I can do for you. Okay, sweetie pie? Sending you much love, sweetie. But do not give up on somebody that you care so easily for, okay? They're difficult to find. My dear, beautiful Susan. Hey, we have Mimi too. We've got Mimi. I don't know why I don't have Mimi onto my list, but we've got Mimi. She's been here for hours. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go and see Susan. I'm going to go and see Mimi. That's what I'm going to do. We do need a timestamp though for Susan. So Susan is going to be over here at 1:03. And here we go, Susan. Okay. Susan, what are we feeling and thinking? And it's crazy that somebody called the name of your daughter is into a conversation about, yeah, and I know that you know what I'm talking about, Susan. I know it's kind of weird. When I read that person's name, I think right away to your daughter, but this is not your daughter. Okay. All right, we're gonna go and see that. It's almost like a rhyme you've got going on over here. Almost like a rhyme. Okay. So, Justice, Five of Wands, the Hermit, the Hanged Man. No. So, I'm going to go and see what he's thinking and what he's feeling. But did he have any socks with anybody that you're mentioning over here? No. May it be within the truck or maybe with the angel lady. Okay. So it's a no for that. No socks happening with that. Let me go and see what he's thinking and what he's feeling, okay? Hold on, I'm just going to open this on up into the meanwhile. So what is he thinking and what is he feeling? He's moving on forward. He's actually feeling quite strong, sweetie. Financially speaking, he's feeling unstable. He's feeling a little bit lost, not quite sure how to move on forward or really what to do. I feel like he's feeling a little bit stagnant and stuck within that. But as for the rest, I'm actually going to say in regards to you, in regards to your beautiful baby, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love that is there, sweetie pie. There's a lot of want to be with you, to stay with you, and to be part of beautiful baby's life. So in regards to you, there's no problems whatsoever. None. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, and let's go back over here. Okay. You're going to have a great big feast onto your birthday on April 16th, sweetie. Well, that is going to be quite the mix of the feast, my dear Jean. If you're going to be having French, German, Irish. That is going to be an interesting feast altogether. Okay. Is it? He's not having socks with anybody into his truck, so no. What is A saying about? I'm not going to say that there is anything really quite particular that is coming on through it. I am seeing over here a Knight of Cups coming on through. I feel like he tells people that your relationship is not at its very best. It's not, 100% what it could be, but I feel like he does love you. He does say to people that you are into a relationship and he does love you, but the relationship is not going all that well. He usually says this. I believe that he talks about this to his friends whenever his friends do ask, but he doesn't necessarily open on up with it. Like, he's not necessarily, starting his conversation and talking about this and talking about that. It's not something that he does. If somebody specifically asks him a question, then he will specifically answer towards that. But other than that, it's not information that he necessarily just kind of goes out and gives out like that, my love. So, He's not giving any information about any woman. Whenever he actually meets women who know that he is actually into a relationship with you, he seems to be saying that this is something that doesn't really bother you, that it's open and that that's okay. That seems to be the story that he seems to be giving. As with the ex knows very well, the way things are going and everything that is happening between you guys. So the ex is a different situation. But as for the other ones, it's like it's an okay thing. It's like it's an agreed thing, because you know very well that you're not going to be in contact with these ladies, and these ladies are definitely not going to be saying this to you. So he kind of feels like he's a little bit free into that kind of a way. He does love you. He does love you into his own way, sweetie pie. The relationship is only going to work if he puts more effort into it. Well, if he puts more effort into it, or if you decide that you're okay with it. For the moment, I feel like he's not putting more effort into it, but I feel like you're sticking around because you do love him. And so you're kind of putting up with his crap. And I get it. We often put up with other people's, BS and all that stuff because we love them, because we think to ourselves, oh, things will change, things will modify, so on, so on, so on. And sometimes they do change, and sometimes they do modify, but sometimes they don't. So I kind of feel like it's a little bit up to you to either bring out the communication that something must change, and try to put the effort towards it. Like, there's a decision that you have to make within this, because if you make no decision, what you have is what you will continue to get, which means no support financially or physically or lovingly or emotionally. He's still going to continue to go and have fun and, use his substances, and like he's a party boy and everything is okay. And I know very well that that's not what you want. He's not going to do right. Yes. He didn't have sex with anybody last night. Today neither. The ex-wife can get pretty much anything that she wants. Let me go see if he's lying about tomorrow, okay? Mimi is next, by the way. Then I'm going to go and see probably Cherry. So, what is happening with that? Is he lying towards you for tomorrow? No, he is not. You might get about 150, between 150 and 250. Ah, sweetie pie. I'm sending you love, my beauty. Much love to you and your beautiful baby angel. Hi, MZ. Nice to see you again, sweetie. Give me a few moments and I'll be with you. You don't have to go anywhere. I'll be with Mimi and I'll be with you right after, okay? I'm not too sure I have all the questions on through yet for Cherry. So, MZ, if you're around, stick around. I'll be with you in about 2-3 minutes. Is that okay? I know, right? It is. It's all those things mixed in together. At least 2 bears, no more than that, right? All right, so let's go see Mimi, and then I'm going to go and see MZ. And then I'll go and see Cherry if Cherry's questions are through. So we're going to start with Mimi, and Mimi is going to be at 113. I'm just going to go and read because it's a little bit longer. Mimi is a little bit like me, and she likes to bibble babble. So let me just go and see what we've got into the bibble babbles. Let's do this, let's do that, and okay. Oh, by the way, my beautiful Mimi, just one second. I'm going to go see if your reading has started, if it's 113. And it is. Ha ha ha. Okay, beautiful Mimi. Yeah, in about 5 minutes, my beautiful Julie, I'll be with you, sweetie. So, Yeah, Mimi, I wanted to mention to you that I do have your name jotted on down for the 18 plus tomorrow. I've got your email, it is there. I've got you jotted down. So have no fears, have no worries. You will be all good. All right. Not a problem, my love. And let me just go and answer your questions now that are relatable to today. Okay. Let's go like this and let's go forward with it. So today is pretty much in regards to work. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, let's go and figure this out. Mm-hmm. On Mr. Harry in the car. All right. So we're going to start with work and then we're going to move on forward. Now, another day. You could almost have like a sitcom. Yeah, we should call it, I don't know what. But anyways, you could have a sitcom upon works and dynamics at works and all the gossip and everything that kind of goes around with it. I just don't know how we would call it yet. So here we go. A telenovela. I know that you're dealing with a lot of complicated dynamics, wanting to fix things, kind of feeling like you don't really have any friends. Everything is a little bit complicated and the way things are moving on forward. What I will say is this. Yes, it is complicated, but let's go and start and see. Let's actually start on off with MT's reactions, okay? I know that MT did not actually kind of verbally respond, but I do actually believe that what you did see, you know, when you say the nodding, yeah, it was a nod, is actually indicating that she understood what you were saying, though. So it's not necessarily a nod like a nonchalant kind of a, you know, F you kind of a thing going on. It's not what I'm saying. I feel like it is more, I'm understanding what you're saying and it is what it is. So I feel like she might have agreed, but kind of felt a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit uncertain about how to approach the conversation further. I feel as though her mood being better and acting a little bit more casual with you is actually a sign that she's willing to ease those tensions, that maybe she's not going to be held back as much, her, well, anyways, her energy. So I need you to actually believe a little bit into MT, into the way that I need you to trust that it's going to take some time to rebuild, but it should be able to rebuild to something. As for work and human relationships, not an easy task altogether. I know that you're deeply affected by it. The interpersonal dynamics at work, completely understandable. That those relationships, that human touch, that human aspect is very important for you. But as you have to say, being stuck into the need for, you know, for validation from colleagues can sincerely really weigh you down. It could be really important if you could kind of, if it could help you to shift, if you will, your focus towards creating those healthy boundaries, but while remaining or maintaining, if you will, your integrity. CH's controlling behavior seems to trigger a lot of frustrations for you, and you don't have to let it affect you all that much. So if you choose when you actually engage and when you actually distance yourself, that's actually going to end up kind of bringing you a certain amount of peace, if you will, or peace of mind into a certain kind of a way. Now, Mr. Harry, we knew that Mr. Harry was definitely not going to be paying you on back. We already knew that, which doesn't make the situation any better in any kind of a way, but I get it. So, Mr. Harry actually buying a car, you should actually send him a message on out saying, hey, I heard you bought a car. Don't you still owe me money? Oh, something of the such. To switch up the vibes. We're no longer talking about love or being together. We're talking about, hey, you bought something really, really big, but don't you still owe me something? I'm basically going to say the fact that he is still owing you money shows just where his priorities are, Sweetie Pie. It confirms a little bit your suspicions that he doesn't intend to repay the debt at all. His viewing of your story altogether is curiosity, a little bit of habit also. But I don't necessarily feel like he's digging any deeper meaning into it. As for what he actually thinks that you might feel about the connection at this moment, he's assuming that you're into the same place. Nothing has really changed or nothing has really modified itself. So I'm going to say, sweetie, he is definitely not going to follow on through and try to contact you in regards to the car, because he's thinking to himself, that is something that is unresolved and I don't want to confront it. As for the love and everything else, he still has you onto that shelf, sweetie pie. Keeping some emotional distance with Mr. Harry could actually help ease a lot of the mental stress that you have. Ooh, that Mr. Harry. Yes. Sometimes you want to pull Mr. Harry's hair out, don't you? I know. I was going to say something else, but I'll keep it as is. You're going to have, oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's it all. It's all good. I'm going to give you some messages. My beautiful Julie, let me know if you are here. Hi, King Kong. It is nice to see you. Messages. I'm actually going to go over here. Please do not repeat your questions, though, King Kong, sweetie. But welcome to the channel. All right, sweetie. Here we go. There you go. We got rid of it. Yeah, no. Now hidden from the channel, sweetie. Hidden from the channel. It is what it is. They are definitely not reading or looking or anything. They're just spamming, and that is not okay. I know. I think I'm a little bit impatient, perhaps, tonight. Perhaps. Okay, so let me give you, I was going to give you some messages. Let me go into the loving messages for you, sweet one. Okay. Okay. Even into the silence, my heart still speaks your name. I may not reach out, but you're always with me into my thoughts and into my dreams. The distance between us doesn't change how much I care for you. No matter how long it's been, my feelings for you simply have not faded. Sending you much love. I have not forgotten you. If you do want normal questions also, they're going to be into the live tomorrow beforehand, my beautiful Mimi. And the 18 plus, I will definitely be sending you something on through. Now, for anybody who is here, I'm going to mention it right away. We'll re-mention it tomorrow. On Saturday, anybody who wants to have any readings onto Saturday, so my beautiful Mimi, you usually get some readings onto the weekend too. It has to be sent early into the day, before my 3 p.m. All right, because at my 4 p.m. I'm not really here too much into the day, and at 4 p.m. I'm leaving to go to my son's second part of his birthday day. So yes, and I will not be home for sleep. So before 3 p.m. on Saturday. Yes. No, I was done, my beautiful love, Sean. I was done. You found out today other people are going on his birthday vacation to other families. Good. Staying the same camp. You hope that changes things. I don't believe it's necessarily going to change anything, because even if they're going with other people, they can still have their own little personal time. You know what I mean? But they were not really supposed to have a lot of personal time altogether. So I'm going to say altogether, yeah, it is. You want to say you're going to stay here, right, Juanson? Oh, my dear God. No, spamming is not okay, Jean. It is not, sweetie. Yeah. Okay, so let me just go see over here MZ. So I'm going to go and see MZ. I've got you. Well, there you go. I was just going to go and post a timestamp for you. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go and open it on through. And here we go. So I have you right here. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to go and validate. I have October 24th. That's today. Okay. So you think a lot, yes. Something has always happened, right? Hold on. That's where it's coming from. No, you're not being difficult at all. I know where this fear is kind of stemming from. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to sneeze. Just 1 second. Okay. Pardon me. Let's go and get your answer. So yeah, completely understand where this is. Wait, I think I'm going to sneeze again. Pardon me. Oh my God. Okay. Pardon me, guys. Oh, sweet Lord. I'm good now. Okay, so thank you. I know, right, Lilith? I know. Thank you, Julie. Because typically this is a time around when you actually stop seeing each other, right? I know, Hanson. 3's not good, but I don't feel ill at all. I'm gonna say it's just a fluke. It's a fluke. Thank you for all the blessings, sweetie pies. Okay. So let's go and see what is coming on through. Okay, Cherry's gonna be on up next. So what do we got? So this is actually stemming from a certain amount of fear altogether. Now, knowing that we do have a certain amount of fear, that we do have a certain pattern. I'm just 1 second. I'm going to continue to take out these cards, but I am going to go and take out, if you will. I'm going to jot something down, okay, that I don't want to forget. So I actually want to do a breaking of the cycle. I want to do like a breaking of the cycle kind of a spell, which should actually end up helping you and him to not repeat the same cycle again. So I will add that on in because this cycle has been present and it has been around for a certain amount of time. So we're definitely going to add that on in. Okay. So I did jot that on down. Now, in regards to your question, completely understandable that you're feeling anxious towards this because you guys truly do have somewhat of a history that seems to be repeating itself, right, during this time of a year. However, I have to say that the fact that you're aware of this pattern is the first step to actually breaking it. You both have also grown. So this year is not the same as the last. It's not the same as the other one neither. You have both grown over the years. Your communication is more open. You're into a relationship without being into the actual word relationship. It's something that you have not necessarily done into the past into this kind of a way. Now, you guys have an open communication. You have mutual understanding. So you're into a different vibe. You're into a different cycle where you can actually create a new experience this time around. So instead of focusing onto the fear, what's going to be really, really important over here is shifting your energy towards a more nurturing the connection that you guys have built. We can break this cycle. We can even break it without the juju, okay? But we're going to add in juju anyways. But you can definitely break this cycle by addressing your concerns, maybe towards him or towards a commitment of the growth. Trust the process and every single progress that you guys have made all the way up until now. Express the way that you feel also, okay? There's no reason for this relationship for it not to continue. There's no reason for it to end. You have both put a lot of effort. You have both stayed connected all the way on through. You both have beautiful rapport when you are together. Things go well. It is enjoyable. We have continued communication. Every single thing is absolutely different than from what it was into the last cycles. So you're definitely into a different place at this moment. But I need you to continue to remember that you're into that different place and that good things are coming towards you. As for you being difficult, you're not being difficult. Everything that you're saying is valid and has a certain foundation to it, because this is something that you have lived. This is the way that you have felt. So it's going to be important for you to work through your energy. It's also going to be important to continue with going with the flow. Continue with respecting each other, respecting your boundaries, and keeping that communication open. That is going to change everything for you guys, because those are all things that both of you have not necessarily done into the past that you're doing at this moment in time. Mm-hmm. You know, you could let him know that. You could definitely say that. You can go with the vibes, of course, but you can definitely say, you know what? I am a little bit afraid sometimes that we might end up losing a little bit like this agreement, or, this friendship that we have together, because you've often kind of disappeared onto me into the past, just kind of put it a little bit like into a playful kind of a way, if you do want to address it. If you feel like things are back on track and, then maybe it's not necessary to talk about it. Don't bring in something where everything is good and everything is perfect, because then you're going to bring in like doubts and thoughts and everything as such. So continue to go with the flow. If you feel it necessary to talk about it, definitely do talk about it a little bit into like a playful kind of a way. But if you feel like it's not necessary, continue to nurture, continue to go with the flow with him, and everything is going to be okay. Yes, yes. He will respond before he goes to bed. He will. But let me go and see. I know he's stressing you out again now, right? I know he is. I'm going to have to say, Jean, if you have ice cream from Canada, it's not exciting. In my idea, the best ice cream is gelato, comes from Italy. It is the very best one that I have ever tried, anyways. Yeah. But hey, to everybody their own taste. For me, Italian ice cream is the best. So you've been having so much fears. I know you have. I know you have. I know. And a lot of it is coming on through because you're not getting the same. A lot of it is coming through because you had certain expectations, right? And you had such a very strong and like obsessive kind of a connection last week. And then we're having a little bit of this fluctuation where he goes up and down. So now he's a little bit more into a pause. But the pause is making you return on back to a place where you're worried and you're stressed and like you're a little bit all over the place. But I need you to not think about all that. And I need you to think about all the positive. And we need to continue to think about that, because nothing is founded at this moment. Nothing is done. Nothing has happened. Nothing has changed the vibes and the energy and the love that you share. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. But at the very same time, we thought you guys were going to meet up on Thursday, but you didn't meet up on Thursday. But if you continue into the line of time, when he took his plane on Friday, he sent you a message. He sent you a message Saturday also. And he sent you a message before he actually got onto his plane. Let's not forget all those beautiful moments, right? Yes, we have to think about the whole deal altogether. Nothing bad has happened anywhere. So let me just wait, hold on. Okay, what's he doing tonight? What is he doing tonight? I got caught up into the timeline. I got caught up into the timeline of all the good things that he has done and all the beauty, because often when we get stressed, we forget about all the good and all the beauty and all the other movements that he has done towards you. They easily become like smushed and like concealed. Yeah. All right. Honestly, I feel like he's a little bit disorganized tonight. I feel like he's a little bit all over the place. He's a little bit impulsive. I'm going to say two different things. I feel as though he's watching something. I feel like he's watching something on TV and he's kind of relaxing. I also feel like he is playing some music. So I'm going to say he's watching something and he's also going to be playing music. That's what he's doing tonight. But he is at home, he's with nobody else, and nothing is happening. He's just into his own energy. But we saw that pretty much all day today. I told you, he's into his energy. He's into his energy. But he'll be home. He'll be home. So, he will write to you before he goes to bed. When is he going to do it exactly? Before he goes to bed. He should be sending you a message, sweetie. He does want to see you, my love. My God, he does, sweetie. Well, I'm getting a lot of feelings of him reorganizing things, being a little bit into his own vibes. And like I was saying, it's okay. Like even this weekend, like I said, even this weekend, he's a little bit into that hermit mode where he's into his own thoughts, he's into his own ways, he's not necessarily doing anything specific. He's just into his own thoughts. And like I said, there's a little sadness that's a little bit into it. So it's normal for him sometimes to just kind of go back in within himself. It doesn't mean that he's going out and that he's partying and that he's sleeping with people. He's not doing anything of it. He's really doing exactly what he said. He's not sleeping with anybody else. Really, at this moment, he's not even looking for anybody else. He is really just spending time with you. But this week is a little bit more of a relaxation kind of a week for him. You've got this, my love. You've got this. You definitely do. What you could do, my beautiful Julie, if you do want something really simple, is, I don't know if I've even ever told you that. Take yourself a piece of paper. I think I have. I want you to do like a square. I'll write it in small. Well, write it as a picture, okay? A little square. I want you to write his name up here, his birthday, plus your name and your birthday. And I want you to write into the middle, call me. All right. Just call me. I want you to underline, my square is too small. I want you to underline his name 3 times, you and your birthday 3 times, call me 3 times also. I want you to write in each one of the corners. I want you to write the number 7 in each corner. All right, so write a beautiful 7 in each of the corners, so north, south, east, west. And I know that you have his phone number, write his phone number onto it also. And then I want you to fold this paper towards you 7 times. And I want you to repeat out loud 7 times his name, you will call me within the following, whatever it is you want, 24 hours, 48 hours, okay? It doesn't have to be a call me. It could be a text me. It could be a Snapchat me. It could be a Instagram me, whatever it is that you use, whatever it is that you want to actually utilize, you can do it that. Say it out loud 7 times, fold the paper towards you 7 times, put a little spoosh of your perfume onto it and put that underneath your pillowcase. Go to bed with that. And once he actually calls you or contacts you into the way that you want to, you can release that piece of paper in recycle bin, wherever it is that you want. It's okay, sweetie. Don't worry about it, my love. You've got this. Yeah, but you can use whatever it is you want. It could be a text me. It could be a call me. It could be send me a photo. Whatever it is that you want. Whatever action it is that you are wanting to receive in return, that's what you write between his name and your name. If he doesn't usually call you or doesn't usually text you, then you do not have to put the phone number. You can just put the actual application that you guys use to connect. And hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go and see our beautiful Cherry. You don't have to write yours. You just have to write his. Yes, go ahead. Do it right away, Sweetie Pie. You do not have to write yours, just his number, okay? You've got this. It's my pleasure, sweetie. You know where to find me. Let me go make sure everything is good into PayPal. I'm going to go and see into the meanwhile our beautiful Cherry. That could be good for you too, my beautiful Cherry. Just saying. Okay, so far all is good. Let's go see our beautiful Cherry. Let's put a little bit of a timestamp. So Cherry is going to be at 1:39. Sorry, I wrote it kind of weirdly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you were perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let's go see our beautiful, sweet love over here. Oh, your questions are there. Okay, I didn't see them. I just saw like the picture. I'm like, oh, your questions aren't there. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. So what we do, I'm going to re-say it again, okay? Is into the square, you write his name, you write his birthday, you underline it 3 times. At the bottom of the square, your name, your birthday 3 times. You do not have to put your phone number, but you do have to add your person's phone number. Yes, that's it. 7 in each of the cardinal corners, so points. Then I need you to fold it towards you 7 times. All right? Put a little spoosh of your perfume. If you don't use perfume, put a little dab of the cream that you put. If you don't use cream, whatever it is you use, okay? Whatever is your scent, put that onto it. And I want you to put that underneath your pillow for 7 days maximum. You can always redo the spell after, but whenever it actually happens, you can rid of the paper. You can always do a new one if you do want to have a constant communication coming on through. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Then just do a push of perfume. I don't use perfume myself, so if I was to do it, I would use like a body spray or a cream or something of the such. Perfect. Then that's what you've got to do, my love. Let me go up over here now. So he was actually doing that. Yay. It's my pleasure, Cherry. Oh no. Okay, but no reply. Seriously. That's like going to get your mail. You go, you get your mail, and then you close your mailbox and you go home. Oh, this man. Okay. Alrighty. So what did he do to Dad? What did he do tonight? I'm actually glad that he did go on and he did get your stuff, and that just kind of goes in to show you and to prove to you that, hey, he does love you and he does want to be with you. He's just, a little bit stuck into his own ways and into his own manner, if you will. That being said, today he was doing his own stuff, but he did have his own overload of stress. Stress does not necessarily seem to be something that is financial. I'm going to say something happening with the friend that he does things for. Yeah, there's something going on there. It's like if his friend is not all too happy about what it is that he does, or maybe he's not doing enough. There's something of such, and there seems to be some stress that is actually related towards that. Yeah. Mm. When are the Black Friday deals starting? It would be interesting for you to actually go and look. Have you gone to see when they actually start the Black Friday deals? Um, Canada. When do they start? Black Friday deals, Canada. They don't feel like telling us the dates. When does that start? Black Friday at Best Buy. Okay, it's the end. November 29th. Okay, so okay. Let me just go and see something. I'm curious. Yeah, November 29th, but that's for the shops. Yeah, okay. What you actually need to do is you need to go on. Okay, it's in November, sweetie. Okay, so it is into the month of November. What I actually need you to do is to go onto the different sites, like, I don't know, Air Canada, Air Transat. I'm on Air Transat at this moment. It is my preferred way of traveling because I do like them. No affiliation, of course, but I always use them. So I'm there. It's the first one that I clicked on. That being said, you can actually subscribe so you can hear it from them first. So you could subscribe, you can put your name, you can put whatever it is that you need, and you can ask to actually receive, the exclusive offers either by your phone or by newsletter or whatever. And you can write, your main airport and everything of the such. So go look into that. You could probably subscribe onto many different places, many different airline companies. Yeah, so you can get the deals that come on out, like when it does come on out. So it's definitely going to have to be around Thanksgiving. Now, I know that's going to be a little bit of a bummer because if you do that, you're going to wait to have those deals. Those deals are going to come out around the 29th, which means you're definitely not there until the month of December. And he's going to, he's going to throw a fit about that. He's not going to be happy about the whole situation. Kind of puts you a little bit into a pickle, especially since we don't really know what kind of prices you're actually going to end up getting. I still see it being somewhere between 900 and 1,100. It's somewhere in between that. May it be Black Friday deals or not, that is a price that I am seeing for you. So a little bit up to you to decide. Yeah, he will have a fit. I know. A little bit up to you to decide what you're going to be doing with that. You can always let him know, you know what, the best deals should be, and then let him know maybe Black Friday deals are starting onto that date. So you can always say, I'll purchase it onto the 29th or onto the 30th because the deals are coming out then. Then, the deals are what they are. They don't have like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They are what they are. So you either purchase or you take something else. So you can always let them know that, within the following month, the tickets should be purchased. And hey, maybe you guys can spend Christmas together, sweetie pie. I don't know. Would you like to spend Christmas with him? Probably. Would he like to spend Christmas with you? Probably too. So there's different things. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So is he going to wait for you? He is going to wait for you. Because he does truly love you and he's not going anywhere. He's waited all this time. He's definitely not going anywhere else. Oh, he doesn't? Why? Okay, well, there you go. You could celebrate his birthday with him then. So, my love, after a couple tries, will Elle be able to get you what it is that you want? I believe she will. I believe she will. You might have to have it kind of custom made though. Now, are you going to be able to get all that finished in 2025? Probably not all of it, sweetie. I kind of feel like you're going to have to select some things, right? I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be around maybe 800, something of the such per spell. It's probably US, so probably about 1,000 altogether times 2. So it's probably going to cost, I'm going to say around 2,000, love. Which is crazy expensive, I know. I myself have my fears towards those things. Yeah. I know. So, Lilith and Juanson, and we're going to be closing in 15 minutes, by the way, okay? So at 10:15, my loves. Now, let me just go over here. Let me go higher on up into your questions altogether. Yeah. So no, I'm going to say you're going to have to select some things. I don't believe you're going to be able to do everything. The roof, I don't believe so. The balconies, perhaps, maybe part of the basement, but I don't believe everything is going to be able to be done. If you're going to go with L, the price that I gave you for L, I believe, is in regards to him doing things for you, coming on over, being committed, all that stuff. As for the horrible friends, that's a different thing altogether. I'm not actually quite sure that anybody can really do that. Because then you would need the name of every single person, and it would probably be very, very, very expensive to pay out for every single person. The actual price would probably not be worth it. You're probably better to just let things go with the way that they are. It is not necessarily your battle to win. What you truly want is to be able to spend some time with him. You want him to commit. You want him to love you and only you. That should be your main focus. As for the rest, you can't save the world, sweetie. You can't. Let karma do it. Let other people work onto that. But work onto you, onto your life, onto your love. And the rest, it will follow on through with it because it's going to cost you way too much money. And I'm not quite sure that anybody is really able to do that. Mm-hmm. Let me go and give you some messages. Yeah. Hey, Elaine Woods. How are you doing, sweetie? Nice to see you, love. Hi, Jas, also. Nice to see you. You have Black Friday? I know you do. I know you do, my love. It's a worldwide kind of a thing. It could be quite good for, yeah, it could be quite good for certain deals. Actually, I don't know why I'm going over here. I actually want to move on forward to the... I actually want to move on forward to the messages is what I want to do. So hold on just one second. Okay. Thank you for loving me the way that you do. You always bring out the very best in me. I am so lucky to have someone like you by my side. You make me so very happy. I appreciate how much you do care for me. Thank you for being there for me through absolutely everything. Oops. And I'm going to go and see Juanson at this moment. Let me go and see our dear friend Juanson. I am not looking at the chat at this moment because I am into the into Juanson's email. I am going to shut off the shorts feed for the moment because we are going to be closing on up after Juanson. So anybody who was into the shorts feed, although there is nobody there at this moment, so I shall conclude it over there. And we shall see each other tomorrow at 8 p.m. So my dear Juanson, just give me 1 second. I'm going to go over here.